chance points.
Yeah, I mean that was a issue obviously, and that's not really something that they're known for. They've struggled in that department, the last 5 years really, So that was something was that that was glaring. And the other thing is that we never contained the ball. We just never got the ball under control and never contained the ball. And they really just outplayed us in every phase of the game. They outcoached us. They did, it was just it wasn't a very good effort all around.
They had a 20-point lead in the second quarter. You actually cut it to 8 right before the end of the half, and then a 12-3 run at the end of the half kind of sealed it away again.
Yeah, and the thing that was most disturbing is that they had 3 baskets when we made a 3-point shot, and 2 passes and landed in the basket. And that's just not very good transition-wise. But as I said, I think most of our problems came because we just never had the ball under control defensively. We never controlled the dribbler, and when we did, they got the ball up on the board and then went back and got it again. So first 3 games I thought we played well and gave ourselves an opportunity to win. I just thought tonight, and you look at the end of the game and you look at the score, you go, it ended up being an 11, 12-point game. We were never in the game. We never had any chance at all at winning, and that winning, and I think that's the most disturbing thing to me, especially playing at home. We talk all along about establishing some kind of home court advantage, which is very important and making it difficult to come in here and win. And if we're going to say we're not going to bow down, then we're going to have to do a lot better than that from the standpoint of the way we compete when teams come in here.
With so many young guys, so many moving pieces, I guess what's it going to take to finally get this thing back on track?
Oh, we just got to work at it. We got to have guys step up. We got to do a better job of coaching them. I mean, it's the whole entity. It's not one particular part. We just got to get better in all of those areas. And I'm responsible for that.
Did you feel the energy was there tonight, or was it execution, or was it both?
Oh, I thought it was a little bit of our transition defense was not good, and against that team, contrary to what anybody believes from the standpoint of how they play or what they do or who they got right now. They have a guy that was the 2-time MVP, and they have another guy that's been an All-Star, 3 times. So I've just found, and I said this to the guys, that the most desperate team usually win in the regular season. Maybe not in the playoffs, but in the regular season, and you have to be the most desperate team. And I thought they were more desperate than we were tonight. So it's not anything that we need to panic about or do anything like that, but I hope that it's something that we can definitely learn from, because we just can't afford to have those kind of things happen. If we're going to lose, it's got to be because teams beat us and not because we didn't do a particular phase of the game. I can live with us not making shots. I just think that the other phase of the game, we have to be able to say that we competed and played harder than the other team night in and night out.
And how disappointing is that you're 0-3 coming into the game and they're the more desperate team? I mean, is that surprising?
Well, I mean, they've had 2 really bad losses, and they were going to be desperate, and so it's not a surprise that they were desperate. It's surprisingly that we didn't follow suit.
What do you think has been the biggest issue on defense through these first 4 games?
Ball containment. We have not been able to contain the ball, and that's really put us in a tough situation because when you can't contain the dribbler, then what happens is that you get yourself in rotations. You end up with your big guys away from the basket, and you end up giving up offensive rebounds. That was evident tonight, and you just put yourself in harm's way. Foul trouble usually happens, which it did tonight to us also. So we just got to do a better job. We got to do a better job in the screen and roll defense, but it's not so much that as that, when we get isolated, we've got to be able to contain the dribble.
You called 2 timeouts early in the game. What were you seeing out of the game there that you weren't pleased with?
No, I just said that I thought our whole approach needed to change, and it needed to change right away. And so I took another one and tried to relay that message also because, I think as a coach you can kind of feel, the floor of the game pretty early, and I didn't think that we were in good flow, and it was not going to be a good situation.
Alvin, you feel like the disparity on the boards has anything to do with personnel right now?
We're a small team, and we're playing Brandon out of position, really. I mean, and so that has a little bit to do with it. But this is, like I said, if we were playing someone else, I may say that, but this is not a great rebounding team, and it hadn't been, so there shouldn't be a 20 rebound discrepancy. It shouldn't be. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.